welcome to Pretty Little Liars, the after show here on the Stream.tv Fan Show Network. I'm your host, Sinead de Vries, and I've got my pretty little talkers here with me. Hey, guys.
I'm trying to see coordination. Wait, what? I'm trying to see the wide shot, so I don't know what to say.
No, you look great.
Okay, thank
that
you.
was
How do we look now?
choreographed wave ever. You guys are
really?
like
5, 6, 7, 8.
Over here, I got Mova, Megan, and Steph.
Hi, guys.
So much happened in this episode today. And I feel like we could talk about huge things first, but I kind of just want to start at the top of the episode. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Let's run in order.
Yeah,
Yes.
just because I feel like that's the best.
It was such a good episode, though.
It was good. Oh my gosh.
So good.
What did you say?
Episodes like this are why I love PLL.
Yeah. Yes.
True statement. Oh, literally. Look at my awkward foot just in the screen. It's just like, hey guys. I'm
Flipfetish.com. I bet you'll see that.
I'm not going to cross
on the internet
my feet
later.
because of that. Okay.
That's hilarious. Okay, all right. So starting from the top, we get a message from A on Aria's camera from the night of her parents' wedding that says, "Give me the killer."
I was like, what does it say? Yes.
I was like,
give
do
me
I
the
remember?
killer by
election night,
or you'll lose.
Yeah, or you'll lose.
When is election day, by the way? Do we even know?
I don't think we know.
Like, how much of
Usually
a
it's on
time
a-
limit do we have
Usually
to find
it's on a
this killer?
Tuesday.
I know. March 15th.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, that was horrible.
Election
7
going.
p.m.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea, but we know that basically they still haven't given A what A's looking for.
Right.
Right.
So hopefully, as election day approaches in PLL, we're gonna start like seeing some sort of development because A almost like blew Aria's butt.
A is also obviously on the side of Charlotte, right? Because A is like, I want to know who Charlotte's killer is,
Right.
AKA you guys must know,
Yeah.
and I'm Team Charlotte.
Right, so does this mean that A is not the one who killed Charlotte? These are two different people.
A wants
There are two
justice.
psycho people in this world.
A wants justice for
Charlotte.
Yeah.
The bitch from the SUV wants
Yeah.
to cover up the murder. So they want
So they're
two
two different
very
people?
different things, both
That's
equally
really
psychotic.
hard for me to imagine, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's two crazy people
I
that
know,
live in this
it
one
does get
small
confusing
universe.
A little bit. It
Yeah.
gets very like a little bit Inception. Even though
Right?
It has nothing to do with that. But I'm kind of like, oh my gosh. But this could be so minor, but I did think it was a little strange when, okay, first of all, who doesn't finish a piece of cake, okay? Like, 'cause
Right.
Hannah was walking in with like 2 full pieces of cake, but then she took a bite of one and Aria was like, oh, that one has lipstick on it. And I don't know, I just thought it could have just been a funny moment. Or it could have been a hint of like,
That it's a girl.
because we did see the piece of cake at the
Right,
end of the
right.
last episode, so it could be a girl.
Could be a girl.
Ooh.
And this is getting ahead, but also I got the idea that it may be a girl because when they were at the garage and Emily showed a picture of Melissa, Patty
Said that's not her.
said that's not her.
Yeah.
Meaning, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But
Love it.
no,
Love it.
because the person who's driving the SUV, we think isn't A, because they're trying to
Oh,
cover
that's
up
true.
the murder
It could
of
be
Charlotte.
yes, so you're right.
So her
Well,
might
they
be
could
the
both
person
be
driving
a girl,
the SUV.
but
They could both be a
But
girl.
definitely, I think that the driver of the SUV is a girl because of what Patty said.
Yes.
But we'll get to all that. Mr. Hastings forbids Spencer. You guys.
Okay, we will.
You guys.
Daddy forbids Sansa.
Daddy.
Daddy, I love him.
I was so hoping Spencer called him Daddy. Like she called him Dad, but I was hoping she'd be
She
like,
called it.
Daddy.
It sounded like she said "daddy" at one
we
point.
were waiting. We were waiting.
Oh
Yeah, I
my God, you
cannot
guys!
handle it.
We'll one day tell you that.
Yeah,
inside joke.
yeah, we
we
will.
will. But he forbids Spencer from seeing Caleb, and this obviously is going to become an issue as PLL moves forward in the next couple episodes because the Hastings don't know about Spencer and Caleb, obviously. They don't know that their daughter is
Yeah.
dating this person that they now really hate and think is a bad influence. And, I mean, he's been kicked out of the Hastings household, so obviously this is going to become an issue. Daddy's going to ground his daughter.
Yes, Daddy.
Naughty, naughty.
Naughty.
You don't think that they have some speculation, though? I mean, obviously they're living in the same back house together. Like,
Yeah.
you don't think that they
And Mr.
think that
Hastings
something's
did
going
ask.
on?
He was like, why all of a
Yeah.
sudden do you care
Yeah.
so much?
Right.
Do you guys
right.
think that maybe the Hastings, like I know they were really quick to jump on the we hate Caleb bandwagon, so maybe do we think they didn't like him to begin with because he's not good enough and on the right side of the tracks for their
That's
daughter.
what I
No,
thought.
but he is now.
But is he really?
I know, what is his job?
He doesn't, he doesn't look like a Hastings. He doesn't look like that family.
Whatever, he works for their campaign. I'm sure that's good enough for
Not
you to
anymore.
Hastings.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I can't
Get
cross
your
my feet.
foot out of my shot.
Sorry. What was I gonna say? But we know Mrs. Marin freaking loves Caleb. Like that scene, I was like, we're gonna have a Jason flashback. She's
Yeah.
gonna like do it with Caleb. It was a flirty scene between
It
the two.
was.
I was thinking that too. There was definitely some tension that should not be there.
There totally was.
But I do have to say, I mean, as much as I want to feel bad for Hannah, like, oh, nobody knows about Jordan. Oh, everyone likes Caleb. Like, girl didn't talk about him. Like, if someone
Yeah.
proposed to me, you can bet your bottom dollar. My grandma's in the audience, so I'm not going to swear. But
You can bet your bottom dollar.
But I do think that, like, I mean, I forget what I was talking about.
Jordan, like knowing about Jordan.
I want to use
We're testing out the
mic.
speakers?
Let's test the mics. You guys say hi.
Hi.
Louder.
Love you.
Say hello.
Hello.
Oh, I
You're
can hear
just
it.
great.
Oh, I
That's
love
my
it.
mom.
Good job.
Anyway,
I love it.
I do think what I was saying about Caleb. Oh yeah, Hannah didn't talk about him, didn't talk about the
Yeah.
proposal, so I don't really feel that bad that nobody knows about him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I agree.
Yeah, totally.
I agree. Moving along, we'll come back to Caleb, obviously. There's so much to talk about. But moving along, next thing we see is Ezra.
Oh my God, you guys.
Ezra
loved
gave
it.
me so much life in this episode.
It
I loved
literally
it. I loved it.
unreal.
Every time they were on screen together, it was like
It was like bringing
Christmas
it back.
morning.
It was bringing it back to like what we know, what we
It's
love.
like
I was loving
Liam
it.
who? Like, let's
know.
be real, okay?
Let's be
But can we
real.
point out who instigated this little reunion?
You're right.
You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Ezra.
I feel like she's
Whatever.
Ezra.
By the end of the episode, Aria was totally feeling it too.
She was.
Totally.
It's true.
Totally. They're
was
going to get back
feeling it.
together. They
She
are
was
gonna get back together.
coerced to cheat on her boyfriend, because that's acceptable.
What do you mean coerced?
Like Ezra coerced her.
Oh, wait, but
into
here's the
haven't-
thing.
she hasn't cheated
no,
on
but I'm just
him.
like
But here's the thing.
emotionally
She's
cheating.
just falling in love all over again. It's wonderful.
Why would she? I honestly feel that Aria took the first step. Why would she fly
Yes.
out to go see Ezra in the
Yes.
first place? Finish his book.
Yes.
She, yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, bitch. Yes. No, it's 100% true. 100% true.
Daniel, get with them white flip flops.
You guys, Aria clearly initiated this because you are right.
did.
And
No, you
if
guys.
she didn't care, she wouldn't have even started to write his
Yeah.
book
No, it
for
was
him.
because of her passion for writing. She was like, this story needs to be told.
shame.
I'm a writer. I need to get this out. It's not because of Ezra. Work is work. It's business.
I
No,
mean,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know.
No, it is a lot of business and pleasure in this situation. Let us be
And
real.
why is she always going
Let
to his
us
house?
be real.
And like going to his work. It's like, oh, let me cuddle up with you on the couch. Like, I don't work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. She was like, get in my hospital bed with me. I love you.
And
she
he
didn't
brought her
actually say that, but she
clothes
might
and
as well have.
magazines.
I know, that was so amazing.
It was so perfect.
Was that a magazine? I was like, what
Yeah,
is
it
this
really
really
magazine.
nice
But
for
I was
her.
bringing up, like, I thought we were gonna get really like dark side to Ezra
Yeah.
this whole, I almost said semester, like I'm in school, this whole season, and then he was like a mess for 10 seconds,
Yeah.
right? But I wanted a little bit more of a
Well,
mess.
he probably was like, oh my gosh, I have to get my life together if
Yeah.
I want to get back together with Aria. The booze isn't worth it.
It's not worth it.
I would have
not
liked to
worth
see that
it.
though. I agree. I would have liked to see that, like,
Yeah.
see him be more of like that non-shaved beard and whatnot.
He's totally back to old Ezra, and I'm like obsessed. And I don't even want like Liam in the picture anymore.
Well,
Me
Liam
neither.
is on his
Bye,
way out.
Liam.
Bye.
Bye, Liam.
Bye.
I mean, Liam is
Bye.
nauseating. Like you said, if someone, he's not. I feel bad. He's just
Don't feel bad. He doesn't care. He's
Mr. Nice Guy.
He
He's
is
a nice
so
guy.
nice. He is so nice. He's so oblivious. It's actually kind of adorbs because he's like, hey,
Yes.
thanks, man, for being here. Like, oh my gosh, guess what? I have great news. Like,
You know, he's
No, I don't think he's
oblivious.
oblivious.
He's in denial, and that's not a cute quality to have.
I think
No.
he
Especially for a
almost
man.
got jealous when
He did get jealous.
He
You guys,
got
he's not in denial at all. It's
Yeah.
just him being nice, but he walked in.
You guys.
He didn't even congratulate Ezra on being an author. He was like, all about Aria.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
He almost got jealous when he was like, he made a decision. Ezra, man, what is that?
There's something on my face.
Okay, we'll continue over here because they're laughing.
I get what she's gonna say. I get what you're gonna say.
He's making a scary face. Moma's like, I've never seen somebody smile so big.
What? What are you talking about?
She's like, the whole time, are you really excited about Ezra and Aria?
I'm just going to continue putting my phalange.
Oh, you guys,
Is that what they are, phalange?
Phalanges are extremities.
Oh, phalange. What are these?
No, that's a made-up
There's
word
that
from
Spanish?
Friends.
No, it's
guys,
not. It's
what
a
are we
scientific
doing
word.
right now?
Can I
Bring it
before
back.
we leave the hospital room, though, I
Right.
do want to
Yeah.
say, and I said this to the girls too, but it was super inappropriate. Okay. In real life,
That he borrowed gummy
if you
bears.
are an ex-boyfriend
Yeah.
to your ex-girlfriend who has a current boyfriend to show up and then decide to camp out there with your girlfriend, read her some trash
Totally.
magazines, but then
Don't hate on the magazines.
I love trash magazines.
Don't hate on the magazines. The magazines did nothing to you.
Who wasn't there?
Was it Us Weekly? I love Us
Whose
Weekly.
phone died?
Was it
Liam's phone died, and he
Yeah,
wasn't there.
What?
He wasn't there.
Yeah, do you not have a car charger? It's 2016.
Don't let their
You guys,
phones die.
No.
They
This is
don't
a little,
do that.
We're getting a little too into the details.
I am so
whatever.
hyped right now, and I have no idea why.
It's because you guys, it's honestly,
Sandals.
Daniel!
I will tell you why, what is happening.
What is happening?
Relationships are reforming, and I think we
Yeah.
all feel it.
Yes.
Spencer and Toby had a momes.
Yes. What are we doing?
You really tried to make that one work.
No, it is. Like, these ships, guys, they're getting me, like, hyped. I feel like I'm jacked up on, like, Red Bull and 20 coffees.
Yeah,
Woo!
I was so, honestly, you guys, I'm gonna put my phone down for a second. I was so excited. Liam almost got jealous when he said, this is what I was trying to say before Mova scared me with her face. But Liam almost got jealous when he was like, Ezra made a decision. He's like, no, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Liam's too nice.
No.
Nice
Yeah, he
people
is.
don't survive in Rosewood.
No, and it's
Not at
also
all.
that, and it's also not hot that he didn't even. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it was
Get
super
mad.
inappropriate, and he should not have come in there being like
Totally.
everything's
Yeah,
hunky dory.
get mad.
Like, you should
Hulk
be
up
upset.
a bit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
take your
Yeah.
shirt
Yeah.
off.
So Aria,
I don't know, like
Yes.
do something. Let's
Yes.
get excited.
get
later.
naked, start brawling.
Yeah.
Involving mud.
Totally.
Speaking of brawling, was that a good transition?
I love it because that's my next thing on my list.
Damn.
Yeah, speaking of hot people brawling, Toby and Caleb have a total showdown.
Yeah.
And Toby almost breaks Caleb's nose.
That was a legit punch, you guys.
Yeah.
That was scary. That was some scary stuff. And then it brought up this whole other story that we didn't even know about.
I don't understand why.
I am
if
so jacked
Toby,
right now.
if Caleb and Spencer are okay knowing it themselves, I know they don't want to tell everybody else that Caleb is lying, to cover Spencer's ass or
I
whatever.
don't really know if he is, though.
Okay, we'll get to
We'll get to that.
that.
But what I'm saying is that I still don't understand why they wouldn't tell Toby. It's not
They
like
did.
Toby is gonna run.
Well, Spencer ends up telling
But
him.
right then, like,
I know.
come
Right,
I
on,
know.
Caleb, you're not that good of a person. Like, you're just
Right.
asking for it. You just
Yeah,
want to be punched.
I agree
You want to
with
be
you.
the victim. Cry me a
I,
river.
I definitely agree with you. I think in that moment when you're being confronted head on by someone who's supposedly one of your childhood friends, like
Yeah,
just
come
own up to
on.
it.
Yeah.
But I do understand that he was like, when he's told Spencer in the park, what are we gonna do at this point? Go into the police and like fish up this entire thing all over
Right.
again in the midst of your mom's election? Like,
Right.
we have bigger fish to fry. Your mom is about to go into this election. There's so much drama. Let me just take the blame.
and the punch.
I mean, we're gonna get to it,
And
but
the punch, though, too, also you have to think about it. It's not just coming from Yvonne. It's also probably coming from a little bit of jealousy. Like,
That's
man,
what
you're
I was-
with my
yeah,
girl.
that's what I was
Like,
gonna
the
say.
punch had a lot
Yeah.
of force.
A
It was more
lot.
than just you told about the abortion. It was like, you told about the abortion and you're screwing my ex-girl.
yeah, that's totally what
Wait, I
I
have
thought
a
it was
question.
for.
Which was the gnarlier punch? Toby punching Caleb or Emily punching Sarah?
Ooh, well, Emily punching
Ooh,
Sarah apparently
that was a
resulted
slap, though,
in
right?
no
Not a
hands.
punch.
But there was
Yeah.
no blood. Was it a slap?
They were both brilliant.
Yeah, that was
They
a
were.
slap. It was a slap.
They were both good.
Anyway, more of that, PLL.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love
Woo!
that.
We do.
What was I gonna say along the lines of Toby and Caleb? Oh, you're right. So we end up seeing this whole other story, this flashback, which I loved. BTW.
Loved.
That was so good.
Oh my
Super
gosh, Troian's
relevant.
acting is just phenomenal. It's Academy Award status.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
Yes.
Jinx.
Jinx.
When they flash back to that like dorm room, everything started making sense a little bit more. Why Toby was so hurt by this, because he's like, we've been through this. We know what it's like to have to face that kind of a decision. Maybe almost even the thought of it, even though we end up finding that she wasn't actually pregnant, but clearly those were thoughts that they had deciding what they would do if they were pregnant. And I really like that Spencer decided to meet up with Toby and said, listen, like after what we went through, I just want you to know that, like, regardless of everything that's happening, I would never judge Yvonne for doing something.
Yeah,
Right.
that
and
was
that
a
was
really
your
real
moms.
moment.
That
That was
your
their
moms.
moms.
That was their moms.
Oh my God, I
moms.
love that moms.
It was
in the
so
coffee
good.
shop.
Can we rewind for a sec to the really ugly jail-like dorm room?
Yeah.
That's how they look, though, guys.
I know it looks, you know, but I did like that what they got into. It wasn't really just because of the abortion that they ended, because that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. And the real issue, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm still trying to figure out what the real issue was. Did he want to be like a small town cop, and she wanted to like go politically conquer the world?
Yeah,
That was the
so
issue,
sad.
That was
It seemed like he wanted to settle down. He was like, I don't
just
think
seems
we
like
have
they
the
had
same
different ideas, and that's like such a sad part of that
Yeah.
stage in life, because you're growing and you're becoming a different person than you were in high school. And when you have two different ideas of what you want your life to be in the future, and they don't like really work together,
what happened
it's
to
not
Hannah
going to
and
work
Caleb,
out.
too.
That's
Exactly.
exactly what happened to Hannah and Caleb,
Exactly.
which is really sad to see.
I think, and Toby even suggested like transferring or like moving, like Spencer maybe transfer, or he moves out there, and she's like, what are you gonna do, move into my dorm room? Like her mind was clearly on school, and that was it. She was like, I'm a sophomore. She kept talking about school, kept talking about her career.
Right.
Yeah.
Toby
He was ready, like,
When he
settle
said
down.
being
you
a
might be
cop wasn't
pregnant,
good
like-
enough was so sad. When
Yeah.
he said being a cop wasn't good enough for you, I was like, that was
Which made me think though,
Yeah.
like, but being with the rebellious,
that
badass
was weird.
Caleb
That
is
makes no
okay.
sense. She does. Her parents don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, okay, so moving along, there's more to say about that, but we'll get to it. But moving along, when Hannah accused Mrs. Marin of favoring Caleb, I felt like this came from a very insecure place that Hannah, when she finally comes to admit later on in the episode, she has not included Jordan in her life enough.
right.
And it's very obvious because nobody knows anything about her fiance at her bridal shower, which is actually super awkward and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Super awkward.
They were like, how did they meet? How did he propose? Like big details that like your best friends should know. They had no clue, and that just shows that Hannah has no idea what she's getting herself into. Her heart is not in it at all.
Maybe it's with Caleb.
Yeah.
No, but there was like so much that happened.
And in the preview for next week, we see them like grab
Spoiler!
hands.
Spoiler!
Is it a spoiler?
No,
It's a
let's do it. But
commercial.
we have to do the little blinky. We have
Yeah,
to
we're gonna talk about the
If
spoiler
you
alert.
didn't watch
Okay.
the preview for next week,
I don't know, I made that up.
man.
Okay, but now you
they
can say
touched
that.
hands. They grabbed hands or something. I like
Yeah.
maybe I
and Spencer like
oh, yeah.
looked out of the corner of her eye like,
like why are they
Yes.
doing that?
It seems like all the original ships are starting to get back
I
together.
know, I
and it's
love
like
it.
all this
I
drama
love
amongst
it.
all this
Love.
A drama and everything going on. So are we talking about the bridal shower?
Yeah, remember the bridal shower?
Yeah. So obviously
Right.
Mona comes and then like literally a fire gets lit up under everyone's ass.
yeah.
Especially
Per
Aria.
A's text.
Yes.
Nice job
Yes.
there.
I love that A can like hack into an alarm system.
That was the
and-
dollhouse alarm.
Yeah. The dollhouse
Talk about
alarm.
PTSD.
The air conditioning going like absolutely crazy, and
Yeah.
then the furnace blowing up.
Yeah, so it was the dollhouse alarm. So someone clearly must be connected to, because like,
Oh,
how would you
absolutely.
know that that was the sound in the dollhouse if you
know.
weren't involved with that whole
No,
situation?
it was A. I mean, A admitted it was A because A texted them
I know,
saying,
but what A? A is dead. A.
Oh, you're so
Uber-
right. Oh my
Uber
God.
A. No, you guys, they've been
You know what
getting
I mean?
That is
texts
really
from A.
good. That is really good.
Yeah,
Who would
'cause,
know?
like, the
Sarah
A-
Harvey would know.
A-
Sarah
Oh.
Harvey would know, and Mona would know.
Mona would
Like
know.
A transferred the knowledge. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. Okay.
That's a good point.
Unless
Yeah.
it's just a generic alarm sound that the PLL set has
Maybe.
on
It's
their
It's true,
little
but I just feel like
machine.
nothing is coincidental anymore.
I know, it's
But
true.
I will say, it does kind of bother me that the Mona and the girls aren't close, and they still have this rivalry, because I want
Yeah.
to be like, guys,
Yeah.
you were literally hostages together.
Yeah.
And
Like,
Mona
you didn't
is
even
not
get it
guilty.
together. Right.
Right.
It
Did they
bothers
think that
me.
though? Did they think that Mona? Because remember they were saying like, oh, Mona showed up, and then 5 seconds later the place is on fire. Do they
Yeah,
think it's Mona
I
who did
don't
it?
think they think it's her. more
well,
so
clearly
than
they think she's guilty, which we'll get to.
They think she's sketchy, and like now especially, which she's gonna explain herself, and everything's gonna be fine. But I feel like Spencer, of all people, should stand up for Mona, because Spencer seemed to be the one that seems the most suspicious of her.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
I also, is Mona sucking up to the girls like, she's obviously sucking up to the girls. She brings the present. She's like, I'm here at the bridal shower, uninvited.
Well, that used to be her best friend.
Yeah.
I think
So she's just sad. Okay, so she's just sad.
I mean, it's
she doesn't
Hannah.
have any ulterior motive.
She probably does knowing Mona,
I know.
but
I mean,
like,
yeah.
it was
That
sad.
Frickin'
though,
present hashtag Mona's
That
surprise.
present reminded me of the burn book.
Totally.
Me too.
From Mean Girls, the burn book.
Spencer accuses Mona at the brew of being the one that maybe leaked the information about Yvonne, even though Mona at that point is sure that Spencer did it.
Yeah.
I loved Mona's little speech. It was wonderful. Her saying that she's fired, and now the one person who should be kissing her feet for helping Spencer realize that her mom is sick, which I say she's right, 100%.
Yeah.
Is accusing her of doing this awful thing, and Mona's now lost her job. Like, I don't think Mona released that information about Yvonne. I really don't.
I don't know. I'm torn.
I think it's an act.
I don't know. I'm torn.
I think it's an act. I'm sorry. This
I mean,
is too
the
much
pink
Miss
dice.
Nice Mona.
The pink dice. Like,
Yeah, well,
the pink freaking dice.
I was
pink
thinking
dice.
that Mona was innocent, but now
You guys-
we know.
There is 100% an explanation for those pink dice.
there might be, but I mean, how many people have that keychain in Rosewood?
And why
I
would
don't
she
know.
be calling Charlotte? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe she has a good reason. You guys, they're not going to they're not going to reveal somebody being guilty 3 episodes before the finale.
Well, not yet, but
But we're building up to it.
building. We're
building.
building.
We're almost there.
Speaking of getting into a little bit more about the night that Charlotte was killed, Aria gets summoned by Detective Tanner. What?
Moment.
That means someone thought that Aria looked a lot like Mona.
I think
Is that the moral of that story?
Yes,
I-
exactly.
yeah.
Now we know that.
Which they look not alike. Because
I mean,
short,
the
one has
description
long.
was attractive brunette.
But
I mean,
But
we
say
saw
attractive.
we
It's
saw all the
attractive.
people in that
But the
lineup.
thing
I know, right?
the thing
Awkward.
is Sarah Harvey knows what Mona looks like. So if she knew it was Mona,
Why would she
right?
frame? Why
So
would she
maybe
say
it
Aria?
wasn't Sarah Harvey. Maybe we were supposed to think it looked like Sarah Harvey.
Because it did.
It did look like Sarah
It
Harvey.
did.
It was
looked like
blonde
a little
hair. It could have been
blonde bob.
Toby. It could have been Toby.
No, it was definitely Sarah Harvey. It was
Toby.
definitely
No,
Sarah
it
Harvey.
really looked like Sarah
And
Harvey.
even Aria said it to Detective Tanner or Lieutenant Tanner.
Yeah.
She was like,
Maybe.
didn't she say Sarah
yeah,
Harvey?
well, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because
She's
she
like-
saw through the bushes what she believes looks like Sarah,
Sarah
Harvey.
Harvey, yeah.
What we believe looks like Sarah Harvey. I mean, the person coming out of
It
the
did look like Sarah.
police station looked like Sarah Harvey.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know if we paused it here, but what did the paper say when she spilled the coffee?
Attractive
brunette.
Attractive
Attractive
brunette.
brunette.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And
it was, like,
maybe Sarah
jiggling
Harvey
something.
purposely gave that description, knowing that Detective
Detective
Tanner would go try to pick Aria up
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
instead of Mona, just like to
Right.
try to get the
Yeah.
girls into the whole.
Yeah.
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 There you go.
No, I think you're totally right. You're totally right. But that
Yeah.
lineup, though.
That
people-
lineup, though, like
Number one, though.
the
Number
person
one.
right next to Aria looked like Aria, but that first bitch looked nothing like the rest
Wasn't
of
there
them.
someone there who wasn't even like white? And I'm like, that's
It was
obviously
so
not
weird. I was like,
Aria.
this is a weird
Yeah, I
lineup.
feel like if they brought all those people in, Detective Tanner could have been like, all
Out,
right, you
you're
can
out,
go.
you can go, you can go.
And you think Tanner would know at that point that she was like trying to set up Aria because I don't know. I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't with that town.
Yeah.
Rosewood. I just can't.
That town of Rosewood. Moving on to really exciting for me, I loved in this episode was Emily going to the auto shop and talking to the scariest woman
very
on the
confused.
face.
Was it
a woman? No,
I think it was a woman.
His name was
Woman or
Patty
man?
then, okay?
What's a long name for Patty short for a guy? Patrick. Patrick.
It's probably Patrick.
What Patrick do you know that goes by Patty?
the one with long hair that looks like a female.
was a woman with a man voice.
You know, it doesn't matter if it was a girl or a boy.
Yeah, whatever.
We're
She gave
all
us
very
lots.
politically correct here.
She gave us lots and lots and lots of information.
But I love how you're saying it's a she, though.
I think it's a she,
mean, it's
too.
definitely
Her
a
name
she.
is Patty, you guys. That is a girl's name. Get over
Anyway,
it.
let's just say it's an automotive person.
Let's just
Yeah.
say it's androgynous.
There you go.
androgynous.
Yeah,
you
well,
go.
whatever. She said, she tells Emily that the person they're looking for is not Melissa.
Right.
And sure, this random thing person could be lying, but I believe that we're
Shim.
supposed to
Shim.
I believe that we're supposed to believe Shim.
Yeah, no, I believe, and homegirl, homeboy, had a lot of money under that.
That's a lot of money.
So I had to,
Yeah, okay, and then Melissa had the money, and she gave it over there because she was like, oh, don't frame me, I'll give you money. And then it goes,
I love that this connection could be happening because we find out from Mr. Hastings that Melissa was being blackmailed to leave money
And then
right
the
around the
money
time that
was
Charlotte
around
was
the
killed.
hood.
right. So that's what we were talking about backstage that I was wondering about. Thank you. Anyway, what I was wondering about backstage was, is Melissa being framed for Charlotte's murder, not just being framed for the video where
Yeah.
she
Right.
confesses
Well,
about burying Bethany.
I thought I believed that. I thought I was on the right track with you, girl, until Spencer told the girls that Melissa made her first payment when Charlotte was still locked
Right,
up.
that's what you
so
said.
then I thought, why? That makes no sense. Because
Right.
how can you frame somebody for killing somebody who's still behind bars?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I think that Melissa was just freaked out because obviously this tape haunts her. She's been
Right.
scared by it before when Spencer was talking to Damien, which you brought up, which was amazing because now we're led to believe maybe Damien
Damien
has
could be
something.
involved.
Damien's sketch.
Yeah, he's
totally.
annoying.
Yeah.
He's so
We
annoying.
do think, oh my God, my brain is working
I
so
know,
hard to
it's
try to
it's
figure
a
You
lot
guys,
of-
they're doing this on purpose because we have literally a couple episodes left before
get
the
really
finale.
confused.
Yeah.
So
And
they
now
always
this
do
happens.
this before
I
finale.
was just
Yeah.
gonna say this happens every single
And I
season.
love
Yeah.
it. It makes it so good.
Well, this
We're getting
is the reason
smarter
why
right
we're
now.
so
We're
growing.
yeah.
Brains are
There's a
working.
reason why we're so hyped up, and like there's so many different theories right now because they do this because
Yeah.
they're geniuses.
Okay, so can I
such
can I
geniuses.
can I try to piece this together with you guys
Yeah.
as I piece it together? But so if they're trying to frame Melissa like Melissa killed Charlotte, we do think that the person in the SUV killed Charlotte.
Yeah,
Because they were trying to cover up the
Yes.
murder
Right.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means maybe they're trying to further frame Melissa by getting her to bring handprint money to the
possible.
SUV.
It's possible.
I know that's like really a stretch.
And also
Okay.
they have fingerprints
Yeah.
from Emily. So
Yeah.
like,
so now that's Emily and Melissa. They're just
Right.
like, it's not me.
So
it's these
that's why I
girls.
think that
Yeah.
why would they be trying to get Melissa why would they have tried to get Emily's fingerprints, excuse me, if they already had
know,
Melissa's?
that's- I know, so
That's
that's
why
weird.
I thought this Melissa thing had nothing to do with Charlotte. I think maybe she was just being blackmailed for that videotape.
and I do think it's interesting that daddy, that Mr. Hastings is the only one of the parents that knows or that's involved. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
No parent has ever really known anything that was going on with A until the dollhouse and obviously when their children were stolen.
Well, Mr. Hastings has known that secret since Melissa told him that night at the police
Was that
station
what she told him?
when
Right.
she whispered in his ear.
I thought she
Yeah.
told him, I buried Bethany.
Yeah.
That is
Okay,
what she
yeah.
told him.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying he knows about. Oh,
He
is that-
knows that Melissa didn't kill her, that Melissa just buried her.
Right.
Yeah.
But doesn't he also know that she's being blackmailed
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
money
Yes.
thing? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think that Melissa and her dad are like the same person.
Yeah,
you guys.
Totally,
They're
totally.
like super sketchy, will pay money to cover up anything,
Right,
yeah.
and obviously just want to protect themselves and their family name.
Yeah.
And I think that it sucks for the Hastings because right now they're in the public eye. So we could be just led to believe that Melissa's not guilty at all and that Mr. Hastings is telling the truth.
That's
She
true.
got freaked out because at a time like this, your name can't be out there in a bad light. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
We already talked about how nobody knows anything about Jordan and Lucas's house malfunction and Spoby flashback, Ezra hospital scene, Mona pink dice, the SUV money. So we literally have covered
Yeah.
everything. This
Go
SUV money
team.
thing, the SUV money thing is obviously going to become a big deal. I think you made such a great point that we have to remember that Patty Shim told Emily, that's not her, but obviously Patty is covering up for somebody because she wouldn't have hid the car in the first place.
Yeah.
And maybe used Melissa's money to pay
Patty
her
the
for
one
something.
blackmailing?
Oh my God!
No.
Wait, guys, the money was the no. You guys,
is the
Patty,
blackmail money?
Yes,
And Patty's on blackmailing.
Yes, whoever was driving the SUV is bribing Patty not to cover their
maybe
tracks.
Patty was the third party, or just straight up it was Patty.
Yeah, Patty has to be in on this money somehow.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
why would Patty be so excited to open an envelope full of money if that wasn't for
Either
Patty?
A gave
right,
the
it's
money
for
to Patty,
Patty, but-
or it could be Patty doing the blackmailing herself.
I don't
think so.
Yeah,
I think
except
Patty's
who's
taking
Patty
the
the
money
blackmail?
because
I don't know, maybe Patty's wearing a
because
disguise.
A needed that shot.
Maybe it's a
against the crazy-
disguise.
No, come on. They're not that good at making
You
masks.
guys, you guys.
I mean, I don't know.
She just like takes her
I don't
face
know.
off.
Patty's like,
CGI PLL here.
I know, right?
I think that the money is used so that Patty doesn't say anything because
It
whoever was
Melissa.
driving the SUV needed that automotive area to make that SUV, and they're covering up their tracks by bribing Patty not to say who they are.
So do we think
Yeah.
it was Melissa?
No.
Maybe, oh my gosh, maybe Melissa told Mr. Hastings, I'm getting bribed, I need money, in order to give the money to Patty to tell the
Because it was
girls
Melissa.
because it was Melissa.
Yeah, that's true too. And it's
Yeah.
also very sketchy that every
I just
tonight.
removed my brain. Like I was just like, I am done.
we can only go so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also really sketchy that Melissa now fled again to London.
Yes.
Like, girl leaves every single time
For
she
London.
looks guilty.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, gotta go to London
Is Ren
again.
in London? He's so gorgeous. I
Who's
miss
in
him.
London? Does she have another
Is it
house
Ren?
there?
No, her and Ren are.
They're done.
They're
but I
done?
did.
Why London?
I did hear that he will be back.
I heard that too.
Yeah, he has to because like none of us forgot about him. We're
Yeah,
like,
no.
where's Ren?
I forgot about
He's
him.
probably like, I stopped acting.
No, he's in another show.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I just saw him the other day.
Well, good for you, Ren.
not IRL. I saw him on TV.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. All right, did we cover everything? We're good?
I
We're
think
good?
we're
Okay,
good.
you guys, questions using the hashtag PLLAS, and then we'll do some shout-outs as well, but we'll be right back after these few
Goodbye.
messages.
Let your brains
messages.
recuperate.
Ooh.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
Oh my God.
We had a crazy vampire threesome.
And you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No. Look at me, I'm dancing.
You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
He was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
and we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just like that.
It's so good.
You can't count anything out. Look at you. It's been another awesome night at the Stream.tv,
So
guys.
awesome.
Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Yes.
We love you.
Yeah.
I miss him.
I miss him so much. We really miss Dr. Rollins
That's
so
what we were talking
much.
about.
But we know from, spoiler alert, the preview for next week,
Oh
back.
my gosh, he is back with a vengeance.
Oh my
and
God, I know.
stares
Yeah.
and necks.
You think you really
He didn't
think
push
he's
her.
Spoiler
No, no, no.
alert. You
Spoiler
really
alert.
think he's the one that pushed her down the stairs?
I don't think so,
That would
but
be great.
that was
That would be
intense.
great.
I don't
That
know.
would be so great. If he was like,
I mean, there wasn't enough effort though. He wasn't like, oh, Ali,
Yeah.
He was like, oh, hey, bye.
Oh my God.
They showed her heel like going
Wait,
under.
side note, complete side note, sorry. I forgot to say, so my mom was visiting last week. We were at the Grove and we saw Jenna with her little baby.
Was she wearing glasses?
No, my mom goes, she's not blind. She is not blind.
No,
she
she's
is
not.
running around.
I love
your mom so much.
I follow her on Instagram. She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, she was in Nordstrom. FYI. I was like, oh my God. I know, right? Her daughter was so
Megan was
cute.
like literally like stalking her
I was
the whole
chasing her around
time.
the store. I was like, oh my God,
You
Mom.
should
I'm
have
like,
said hi
that's
to her.
Megan's like literally
like a pink flower shirt. Megan's like 50
Megan's like touching her child, like holding her child's hand. Like, come here.
Do you have a twin? Do you have a twin?
Yeah, trying to get inside of her.
Hilarious.
God, that's so
okay, we're gonna do a bunch of shout outs because my Twitter is popping off right now, like for realsies. But first, let's get to your questions. At Tabby Terusiak tweets, Ezra and Aria, or Liam and Aria. I mean, let's be real,
Oh my
girl.
gosh. Come on. Is that even a question?
No.
Girl, you know it's up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
come on.
let's be real. After that whole hospital scene, I am now more than ever sure you heard it here first. Ezra is back.
They
in
are
action.
back. You know, sometimes you just need a filler for when you're like feeling lonely and your heart is hurting because you're like getting over a breakup. Liam,
Yeah.
you were
Liam
the
is
filler.
back. Oh my
You were the
gosh.
filler, all right?
Ezra, makeup sex. I'm super excited for it.
I just like I'm excited for their loving like
And their makeup
literature
sex.
time.
with pillow talk in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I don't
The
know
song.
the
This
pillow.
song.
I do. Zayn.
Yes.
Zayn.
Rebellious
Zayn.
Zayn. Anyways, good talk. At Hide the Matches says, did Caleb really do it? You guys, I'm really excited for this question. Did Caleb really do it, or is he just taking the fall for something? Maybe he thinks Spencer really did it.
Negative. Caleb really did it. I really think Caleb, the IP address, guys, registered to Spencer's laptop. And when Spencer wasn't there, who was there? Caleb. Caleb is guilty.
Oh, really?
as
You don't think
F.
A has a capability of going and hacking on someone's laptop to use
I
their
think it's
IP
Caleb.
address to break
Okay,
into the house?
I've said this to you last week. I'm rolling my eyes so hard I can practically see my ass. You guys, Caleb did not do it.
No, he
did not do it.
He did it because
do it.
why wouldn't you just be like he's not like adamant enough about
Because they're trying to show that he's so in love with Spencer that he will take a punch. Just
no,
to
that is
defend
so
her name.
dumb. That is so like dumb.
Sure, it is dumb. It is dumb.
No, it is.
What did you call him last week?
Caleb?
Yeah.
Last week?
Yeah. You
he did it.
You said he was like so for Spencer.
Oh, pussy whipped.
Yeah.
He is. No, he totally is.
Grandma's over there.
Sorry, Steph, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I'm like, say it. Say it. Say it in front of your grandma.
No, he did it. Why wouldn't he just like kind of tell everybody?
I love everything about everything right now. Like, I am so happy. I love these girls. I love all of you.
I'm like getting lost in my thoughts. Like there's too much like.
Mama's just struggling to figure stuff out right now. She's been talking for the past 2 minutes and no one's listening.
So the IP address and
But the IP address.
Are we live right now? Like, what is happening? Oh my God.
So good.
Caleb did it.
Let it go.
You guys, Caleb did it.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
There we go.
Caleb did it.
There we go.
Yeah, except not though. He didn't do it. I don't think he's guilty. Oh my gosh, I'm nauseous. That's how much I'm
We're gonna find out.
God, I hope so. I hope we can put this debate to rest. I'm so sick of fighting with you bitches about the same damn thing every single week. I can't. All right, moving on. At Zoe, Suge fan. I think I said that wrong. I'm so
Suge Knight. Suge Knight is tweeting at us. This is like epic.
Oh my God. Zoe.
Next thing we know, Tupac is going to be showing up in the
Holograms
next
of
episode.
Zoe, I'm sorry, girl. Zoe says, do you guys hope or think PLL will go darker? And what do you think about a not so happy ending?
To the series? To the whole series?
Well, I mean, we know that things are about to pop off this season.
Pop.
Someone's got a twin.
Someone's got a twin. Identical twin.
Side note, today when Aria got summoned, I was like, oh my God, it's Aria. Aria's got the twin.
Yes.
This is it. This is the
moment. That was
I
a good
called
theory.
it. I called it a year ago on PLLAS. I said, Aria has a twin. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Turns out that's not even
No,
the
it
case
could
at
be
all.
it though. Honestly,
still
Sinead,
could be
that's a
it.
really good theory, and
Thanks,
I really
girl.
like that. Yeah, no, you're welcome.
Can we
I'm
get
trying not to
bets?
laugh so hard.
Can we get bets from you guys who because we now know there's a for sure twin. So who do you guys think is the
Do
twin?
you think
Yes.
Uber
Sinead
A
thinks
is a
it's
twin?
Aria.
Is
I've
the
always
twin?
thought it was Aria.
Uber A is the twin. Big Bad is
Oh
the
my God!
twin.
Yeah.
Is twins with Charlotte and therefore
twins with-
Allie and
Oh my gosh.
and Jason?
Could you imagine?
Like they're all siblings.
That would be so good. Twins with
know.
Cece or Charlotte or
I know.
whatever.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Really quickly, I want to give some shout outs. You guys want to do shout outs as well?
Happy birthday to Bradley
Bradley.
Cheney.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
And also
Go
shout
like
out
this.
to the PLLAS Germany
Yes.
fan
Yes.
page.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
We
I
all saw
have one
that.
shout out, Dylan Hogan.
Yeah,
Declan.
saw it.
Or
Yeah.
Declan.
Yeah, Declan too.
And
We love you. Every week.
Declan.
Declan.
There was so
Here I got at Warrior 104. At Lucy's Guacamole, at Banana_Camila. You were here last week. At Rainbow Lover 115. I love you too. At Brittany or Brit_Leanne 9.
Christy M was like, please give me a shout out. Okay,
I have a new
Christy
one,
M.
a very catty bitch.
Ooh, that's a good shout out.
Tennis girl,
Yeah,
Thiago
that's Lucy.
Silva OG.
The legit
PLL
ET.
theories.
We got you. Who else? So
Natalie.
many people. Jared
A Rad
McFadden.
Tuesday.
Katrina.
Are we just saying the same names over and over?
I think so.
Just like a mess.
I see Dylan Hogan there too. You guys, seriously, I can't, literally
Yeah,
every
there's
time I
so-
scroll, it just keeps going. The real J How. You guys, seriously, if we don't shout you out, because last week someone was like, I've been trying for so long. Just keep tweeting us.
Yeah, because we
see
feel
it.
like we say everyone's name,
We will
but it's
see
just
it.
too.
I know,
Like
I feel like I'm
around
making sure.
7:45 p.m. is a great time because that's usually when we're
prime
like
scrolling time.
you know?
Except
Yeah.
for tonight.
I think we have to go.
They're like, please get the hell out of the studio.
He's like, yeah, you gotta go. Okay, all right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Hey liars, for more Pretty Little Liars after show, hit that button and subscribe to the stream.tv.